What is going on? So I just ate my lunch and I thought, why don't I ramble on about how best to send a demo to a label? This is just going off personal experience and other label owners that I've chatted to. They've had similar problems, or not necessarily problems, but do's and don'ts. So the first thing I would say is don't oversell it. Don't oversell your demo. If you send a massive email with all this information, where you've got, I first heard dubstep here at this age, blah blah blah, and it's a massive scroll of text, and somewhere amongst it is your demo, and the fancier your email seems to be, the better it looks. Sometimes the worse the demo, because you're trying to overcompensate for the music, when the music should always come first. The music should always be the main target, the email second. I'd also say not enough information could be bad too. I have had it where people have just sent literally just a SoundCloud link and that's nothing else, and it's maybe not want to check it, but on a couple of occasions I have signed it because they were so confident with their music that it spoke for itself. But I would not recommend doing that. I would not suggest that. Just on those occasions it did work. So I wouldn't oversell it, I wouldn't undersell it. I would say just put, hi, my name is blah blah, I'm submitting a demo as I think it might fit your label, private SoundCloud link, and then look forward to your response. That's literally all you need to put. That's about as much as I like to read. And normally I hit play while I'm reading the email at the same time. I normally hit play, skip most of the intro, go to the drop. If the drop's good, I go back, listen to the whole thing from the intro throughout. Then I go back and read the email again, and then give, say, I'll sign as is, or could we maybe change this or that to make it work. I only like to give suggestions as well, but some artists ask you what you think the track order should be, what you think the title should be, what the artwork should be. So if you want my input, I'll give it. If you've already got the theme and everything down and I like it, then we'll just go with what you've got, as long as both sides are happy with it. So I did write a few things down just so I don't remember. Do remember. Don't send a group email to labels where you've got Prime Audio, Circus, Firepower, Never Say Die, Shout Out Never Say Die, tagging all these labels into the same email in hope that one of these labels grab it, because it just shows you're not aiming for a specific label, you're just hoping you can put it out there and one of these labels will grab your EP. It's not personalised. It's just not a good look. The other thing is, if you write Circus Records demo, then you send it to Prime Audio, it shows that Circus have probably passed on the EP and didn't want to sign it for whatever reason. It might just be they're not signing that style at this time, or they don't have space in their schedule, or it might mean it wasn't up to par and the quality wasn't there. So by reading that, it just shows me that they've passed on it and we were second choice. So that's not a good look either. That will immediately pick me off if it said any other record label in the title and then you've sent it to us. So yeah, don't forget to change the name. You can do that, but just don't show the label you're doing that. What else? Oh, a good thing to do is if an artist already on the label can vouch for you, if you say, Subtronics sent me your way, he thought it might fit on the label, then that will help, because he's going to know the quality of the label and what you know, what gets signed in the first place. So that will help. Maybe include that. Maybe eating and talking wasn't the best idea. Oh, and the last thing, the thing I hate the most, is when you send a big SoundCloud playlist of tracks like this, and it's got finished tracks, whips, it's got bootlegs, remixes, various different volumes, various different lengths. You're literally saying, here's my music. Hopefully you can sieve through that and there might be something signable. And sometimes there might be, sometimes there has been, but that's not a good look either for me. It just shows me you don't feel confident enough in a handful of tracks that you can send as an EP or whatever release you want to do. You don't know what's good and what's not out of your music, so you've put it all together hoping the label will find something out of this. So I don't think that's a good look, including every single one, unless you're collabing with an artist or, you know, having tracks that you want played out or something, then include all your tracks. But if you're trying to get it signed, you need to put your best work together, not you know, quality over quantity. Also, if you can, try and get a theme for your EP. If you've got a good EP name and you can get your track order to tell a story, or the track names to tell a story, and you can match artwork off of the title track, that's a big plus. But if you can't do that, then if the music's good enough, then the label will probably willing to work with you. So whenever an artist asks me, you know, do you want to sign these tracks? All the tracks are good, but there's no theme, there's no title track, there's no artwork ideas. I can just suggest, you know, from me listening to it, if I can pick a theme out of it, then I will say, oh, why don't we call it this? Or what do you think of this track order? And then you can play about together with the track order till you're both happy. And then the artwork can come from the title track or the EP name, and it builds from there. So if you can do, that's a plus. If you can't, it's not the end of the world. You can just work together. But yeah, so just to recap, don't oversell it, don't undersell it. Just say who you are, private link, look forward to hearing from you. That will work for me personally. If someone can vouch for you that's already on the label, then say who it is. That's absolutely fine, no problems. Make sure you label it right and don't have other record labels' names, you know, tagged into it or in the title. That's a, you know, big put off. And that's about it really. In the description I'll link the demo email in case you want to submit anything. We are collecting for the Mixture Volume 10, and we are signing EPs as well. We've got a few signed lately, so if you do want to submit EPs, you can, and I'll put that all in the description. So yeah, I just wanted to share that information just because I get asked this all the time. And even if you don't submit to Prime Audio, if you want to submit it to another label, this might help you get on that label, which is absolutely fine. If it helps someone, it helps. So yeah, I'm going to get back to eating this, and hopefully there was something in there that helps, and I will see you soon.